Hi everyone, have you ever done drugs? Nintendo has, but sometimes when they actually do drugs, they make wonderful masterpieces. See what I did there? I put the title of the damn game's name in the joke, get it? But welcome back guys to a brand new review of Super Mario Wonder. Alright, so let's talk about the LSD journey that we're going into with the story of the game. Oh no, Bowser does bad things, doing bad stuff. This time Bowser has a different objective, and, instead of kidnapping Peach and shoving her into the castle without her consent, well, it's the entire Flower Kingdom being a hostage. Yes, we're no longer in the Mushroom Kingdom, we are now in the Flower Kingdom, which I really like this little expansion of the lore of Mario. For the longest time we were stuck in one specific kingdom. We kind of grew accustomed to the Mushroom Kingdom a little bit too well. Now we're in the Flower Kingdom. That's kind of fucking sick. That's kind of cool. I kind of like this. This is a cool, interesting concept. Which Prince Florin is the big head mayor of it, and his castle gets hijacked by Bowser. And Bowser kind of fuses with the castle. It's kind of weird in a sense, but hey, Bowser, you do you, using the Wonder Flower, and now he's causing mischief all around, and then all of a sudden, well, you are the only savior to save the entirety of the Flower Kingdom. Pretty simple stuff. Bowser Jr. is also around, and he's a frequent enemy that you face in the entire game. Nothing really too special when it comes to story, honestly. It's 2D Mario games, and I think I like my 2D Mario games being simplistic and not too overly complex. I feel like the complexity of, Mario storytelling should be reserved for 3D Mario games like Mario Odyssey, Mario Galaxy, Mario Sunshine, etc. I think 3D Mario games are well more suited for that than 2D Mario games. Even though I will admit a 2D Mario game with a very enriched story would be very intriguing, I don't think I need that, and I don't think 2D Mario needs that either. Let's follow up with the art style of the game. The game. Oh, sweet Jesus. It looks like you arrive at heaven, right? You reach heaven and you're like, oh, that's pretty fucking cool, right? You think that's cool? Motherfucker, have you seen the graphics in this game? Have you seen the art style? Have you seen how beautiful it looks on Nintendo Switch? It's a very gorgeous game to look at. The art style has changed drastically from the last several years. All the previous 2D Mario games, especially the more recent 2D Mario games before Wonder, from the new series, they had the same repetitive art style. Now, with Mario Wonder, it's completely different, and the art style just suits the Mario franchise really, really a lot. And I mean, there's no other way to say it, but this art style is crazy good. The characters feel so much more vibrant. They feel so much more alive, and especially the world around you. It feels like you're living inside of this 2D space, which is something that I felt like it was missing back in other 2D entries. It feels so alive. It feels like I'm connecting with the world. It feels like, I don't know. It's just a good art style. It's not my fault. It just looks fucking good. And then we get, of course, the character designs that accompany with, which, oh my god, Mario has never looked as good ever in the history of forever. It is a fucking beautiful new redesign for Mario, for Luigi as well, and for all the other characters. Just the little details, especially on characters like Yoshi, which they have like a little thing, little lip thing. So it's very, very cute, and I just love it. I just love these little things that make these characters feel so much more alive. Characters like Bowser they change just enough, and Bowser Jr. as well. And I might as well just say it, but Bowser Jr. has never looked this good in any Mario game ever. I'm gonna say this as well. The new design of Bowser Jr. when he grabs the Wonder Flower drugs and like ingests it, he just looks fucking cool. He looks better than fucking his little paintbrush Shadow Mario phase. So, buddy, like he looks cool. Just look at his design. He looks so fucking menacing. He looks great. He just, I love it. Also, all the other characters, enemies, all around just look fucking amazing and full of life. The Goombas look crazy cool. The Koopas as well. And all the new enemies added as well. They add so much more personality as well. Art style wise, the game just looks fantastic. And before we end off the art style section, I will also say this. When you hit those Wonder Flowers and it goes all psychedelic drug on your ass, let me tell you, it is pretty to look at. It is a pretty scene. It's full of life, and it's just it just feels like the creators of this game, the people that made this game, had fun, and I am having fun too. Alright, gameplay wise, it's a 2D Mario game. You're going from left to right, there you go. Simple as that. Up, down, left, right, you go all the way to the flagpole. This time, the up, down, left, right is a little bit more different than most other Mario games. It feels a lot more vibrant and feels a lot more like there's a lot to see. There's a lot of little items to collect in every level. I like that there's a lot to do in the levels. It feels like the levels are good and well designed, but not only that, there's no timer anymore on the goddamn top of the screen, which means you can take your sweet ass time going in your level and just explore the level, look around, make sure you don't miss anything. Yeah, there's like time-based trial levels for sure, but none to the extent that it's like too difficult. So it's really cool. It's really cool. And again, the up, down, left, right experience just feels overall better because of how the levels are meticulously designed to be built a very specific way to get specific Wonder Seeds, which these are your kind of like little rewards during the end of the level. If you complete a level, you usually get a Wonder Seed at the end of the level. If not, it's because you missed upon a Wonder Flower in order for you to get the Wonder Seed. There are naturally 2 Wonder Seeds per level, with a third one, an optional third one, that you can get during the level if you can find the hidden secret level. You get one that's pretty similar to that in the very beginning of the game, where you have like the little goats, the little runny bull goat things. Yeah, there's a secret level. If you actually jump in and use the Wonder Flower to get that Wonder Seed, it's a bonus flag. So you would get all 3 Wonder Seeds in order to complete the full level and the full extent of the level, which is good. And these Wonder Trials, I guess I will call them Wonder Trials because I don't know what else to call them. If there's an official name, let me know. But they are challenging. They're actually challenging. Some of them, well, they're easy as fuck. They're fun. They're like one of them, Piranha Plants fucking sing, and that song is stuck in my head. Anyways, I'm not going insane. You are. All to say that these levels are so well crafted, so well done, and it's just so much fun just going back into these levels and just having a good old fun blast. I mean, I've been playing this game like constantly, and I love it. It's one of my favorite games now on the Nintendo Switch, just because of how really good it feels to just go back in the level and redo it over and over again just to try and complete it, or even just to have fun and go back. This game provides that. It provides you with beautiful replayability, and that's what I like about it. That's what I like about my video games. But yes, I did mention you can play as any character you want, including Daisy, which is the first appearance you can get of Daisy in the game. The characters don't have any specific abilities aside from Nabbit and Yoshi. Nabbit and Yoshi are the baby mode per se if you're newer to the Mario franchise, or if you want to play co-op multiplayer, which I have done beforehand, and you play as Yoshi to help your partner out. Kind of like make you go a little more higher, or fucking with Nabbit just to speed run the level and make sure that everything's a-okay. It's just a fun time, you don't get damaged by enemies at all, so that's completely fine. All the other characters don't have any special abilities, which kind of sucks in a way, but it gets pretty much reconciled with the new badge system. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, they added a badge system. Now, what the fuck is the badge system? Even I, at first, was a little bit confused on how the badge system would work, but basically you have a badge that you can attach to your character, and they will give you a special ability, whether it's for gliding purposes, to jump higher, to run faster, or to get a power-up at the very beginning of the entire level, get extra coins while collecting them, etc., etc. You get a lot of cool and interesting benefits with having these specific badges on you. I personally use the glider badge for the majority of the game. I think it's probably the only badge I just adored using. If I'm being completely and utterly honest, it's just a fun time. I prefer using this badge over the others, but all the other badges are not bad in any way, shape, or form. In fact, I love all the other badges. Yeah, just the badge system just allows you to just traverse the world a lot more easier, and it allows for some wacky shit that you could do in completing the level and stuff. So it's really, really cool, and it's very unique in comparison to other things that the Mario franchise have done in the past. I'm looking at you, Mini Mushroom. Speaking of power-ups, the new power-ups in this game are fucking amazing. The elephant power-up is really cool. It's a good power-up. I think it's funny. It's a funny haha power-up. I feel like it sometimes is a little bit much, but it makes sense. I like it. I think it's a cool and interesting concept. But it's not my favorite power-up in this game, because my favorite power-up will go to the Bubble Flower. I really, really love this power-up. Basically, you could just throw a bubble and trap enemies. It's pretty cool. The bubble power-up is just great. I think the bubble power-up is funny. It's good, and it's probably one of the most used power-ups in speedrunning, if I'm not mistaken, because I've seen a lot of speedrunners use it. It's pretty fucking cool. Also, the reason why I'm skipping the elephant power-up sequence is because I think everybody knows about this from the trailers, but if you don't, breaks things a lot more easily with Trunk, and also kills enemies with Trunk, plus waters plants. But you only have 3 shots. Only 3 rounds, damn. And finally, the last one is the Drill Hat Mushroom power-up. It's an interesting power-up, but I feel like I wouldn't have seen it in a 2D Mario game specifically. It feels like it's reserved for like maybe a future 3D world type of game, or even better, like a 3D Mario game, period. But I like its introduction here. I think it's a really cool power-up. I think it works pretty well with the game, but again, I probably would have preferred seeing it in a more 3D environment, but that's just me being a little bit nitpicky. I'm allowed to be a little bit nitpicky, okay? Listen. This is not my only nitpick in this game, and I have like one more little thing, but we'll reach to that once we get there. Yep. That's all for the power-ups, and I guess the only other thing I have to mention is the boss fights. Because, yes, the boss fights in this game is fucking good. I love the boss fights in this game. I think it's one of the more intriguing ones. Bowser Jr. recurs pretty often. We don't get the fucking Koopa kids. Fuck them. Tired of seeing them. Now we have only Bowser Jr. But Bowser Jr. takes Wonder Seed, becomes really, really cool. Again, I really love this design. And you get to fight against Bowser Jr. It's really, really fun. It's great. But he's kind of the only major, like, enemy to fight. In this, there's not like a, you know, big baddie boss type battle fight that you would get aside from Bowser Jr. But I think Bowser Jr. is already good enough as is, because it's just really cool to see Bowser Jr. interact with the Wonder Flower and you not knowing what's going to be coming out of it, you know? So you might turn small, or the fucking entire world turns upside down with water gravity and stuff. It's crazy. It's fucking cool. It's a fucking cool concept. But I sort of wish that we would have had more like mini bosses here and there, and then like the big boss would be Bowser. I'm Bowser Jr. It would be really cool. But that's just small thing, but it doesn't really impact like the enjoyment of the game. I think Bowser Jr. is good enough as is. And then we get the final fight. I want to talk about the final fight with Bowser. It's one of my favorite final fights against this king of Koopas ever in a Mario game. Especially 2D Mario games. I need to specify this one because it is a fun experience. You fight him, you go inside the castle, like you go to the entire Bowser Castle world, and then you go inside and you face Bowser, and oh my god, Bowser's just this castle, and then the music comes in, and it's just such a fucking jam. And then, boom, you try and beat up Bowser's hands specifically, because you need to beat up Bowser's hands. You jump at a very specific time and all that stuff. It's not a hard boss fight, but it's so memorable. Just the atmosphere, the music of the boss fight, everything about it just feels so good to listen to and to play with. It's just great. You just have to take out the hands and all that stuff. And it's just a simple boss fight, but it works, and it works so effectively for the game that is. And it's just so beautiful. It's just a good fucking boss fight, damn it. And that music. Alright, now I get to talk about music. So the music in this game is fucking fantastic. Like I've said at my gameplay portion of the video, Piranha Plant's fucking making music while hiding Wonder Seeds, and playing with it is fucking amazing. It's just beautiful. The music of this game is just so vibrant, so Mario-esque, and just so great. It's just, it's a good taste. It's a good taste in my mouth, and it's just beautiful. It's a geniusy of music. It's, in other words, the worlds feel so much more alive with the music, and I could not take off the music from this game. Even now, I refuse to play this game without the music. And I'm obsessed with Mario music. What can I say? It's good fucking music, man. It's good. And like I've said, the boss fight music, the final boss fight music for Bowser is the best fucking final boss fight music in not Mario history, but maybe 2D Mario history, because it is great. It is fantastic. Again, the music just suits the entirety of the environment so well, and it's a majestic score. It is beautiful in melody as it's beautiful in game to listen. I have zero complaints in the music department, and it's a fantastic time. the multiplayer. I got the chance to play the multiplayer a little bit, and it's a fun multiplayer. It's not as fun as the new games where you can throw your friends to the fucking edge, which I think that's kind of Nintendo's idea with this game, is to let, like, you know, people actually enjoy a little bit, but you can sort of do that with Yoshi and all that stuff. So there's ways for you to fuck around with your friends, but as is, the multiplayer is fine, and I don't have any real complaints. My maybe slight nitpick of the multiplayer is maybe the, like, who's, like, in control and all that stuff. It feels a little bit weird. You have to have the crown and stuff. I just feel like you know, you could potentially, you know, if a person is on one side of the screen and the other one's in the other, maybe they separate the screen in half and all that stuff. I feel like that could be done, but is not the case. But I digress. It doesn't really change much, really, but it would be a lot more convenient in case, like, you know, you guys get separated and you're one end of the map and you're in the other end of the map. Well, you know, while he's doing this, you go and do another thing and all that stuff. Or, you know, I feel like it would be a little more cooler for that to happen, but oh well. It is what it is. I'm not complaining further beyond that when it comes to multiplayer, regular local multiplayer, because the regular local multiplayer is great. Online, on the other hand, is weird. And I mean weird in various senses. Like, what the fuck is the online? The online in this game feels non-existent. In fact, I don't even know if Nintendo wanted online on this game in the first place, which is probably my biggest complaint. To be honest, I feel like the online, I don't really care as much, but I see that a lot of people, especially some people that I know, would have loved to play with me, but instead it's like this weird, like, shadow, like, little poster thing. You can sort of see them, but you can't really interact with them in any real way. So, like, it doesn't really impact you as much. It's a very confusing multiplayer for online, and I really don't like it at all. So personally, I just don't play the online on it. I think it's not necessary. It doesn't ruin the fun of it, nor does it ruin anything at all, actually. I think it's fine that you can just run around and have some fun, but if you're gonna put online multiplayer, make sure the online multiplayer is good. It's just not a good thing. I don't like this. Just put regular online multiplayer, Nintendo. It's a 2D Mario game. Fuck. Anyways, my brain can't function when it comes to Nintendo's weird decisions when it comes to online multiplayer. But does this ruin the game for me? Fuck no. So we have reached the climax of the video that took me way too long to record. I feel like this video might get all over the place, and by the end of me releasing this video, it might be. But I tried to script this, and I tried to, at the very least, make a cohesive video to explain how much I love this game. If I'm having trouble sometimes to mention, like, what I like about the game in a positive manner, it's because the game has impacted me in a very good way, not in a negative way. If I had a hard time explaining the goods of a game in a negative sense, we would be talking about Minecraft Story Mod, and that's no longer a game technically. So yeah, or Paperboy in that sense, but that's reviews for later. Right now, I'm here to finalize the Super Mario Wonder review with one final thing. Get the game. Go have fun. Super Mario RPG is coming out in literally a few days by the time of me recording this, if it's not already out by the time of this video coming out. So, with that out of the way, if it's not already out, now, go get that game too, because I'll be reviewing that game before the end of the year. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this almost an hour-long video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Don't forget, drugs are bad. If you go on brain, make sure you're hot. A little smooch. Mwah. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys. This video has taken me way too long to make. Okay, this took me almost a month to make this video. Let today be the day.